Hi everyone, it's Miss Chapman and I'm here to share with you a little bit of information on my favourite author, Agatha Christie, and some of her detective novels. So it's been a bit of a family tradition that we've all read Agatha Christie's books. My nan collected them, passed them on to my mum. She preferred some of the TV dramas rather than reading them, and then she passed them down to me, and I've been slowly getting my way through all of them. About halfway through now, so I've still got over 30 books to read. But since I was a child, I really enjoyed getting lost in her world and being able to have a go at solving the various mysteries and puzzles that she presented. You may recognise different characters, such as Poirot. He was one of the inspectors who was constantly popping up throughout her books. Even when he wasn't on duty, he was always at the right place at the right time to be there to solve a crime or a mystery. One of the more famous books featuring him was converted into a film, and it was remade a couple of years ago, so you might have seen it in the cinema. Another prominent character includes Miss Marple, and again, a lot of the TV dramas focus on Miss Marple, and a couple of them have been recreated recently as well. And one of my favourite books featuring Miss Marple was They Do It With Mirrors. A really prominent storyline where you've got to examine all the different details to try and think about how something happened. And it really gives you a good perspective on the attention to detail and all the thought processes that were needed back in those days when they didn't have the technology and equipment we have nowadays to sort of solve crime and build up evidence. And it's all about that thinking and finding missing pieces of puzzles to try and explain what at first looks like it can't be explained. Now, the one I'm reading at the moment, I started in half term, is The Mystery of the Blue Train. Haven't arrived at the Blue Train yet. So far, it's just been a nice introduction to a variety of characters, so I'm sure this is going to be just as thrilling as her other books, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the mystery is and which of these characters is going to be involved. Now, another interesting part of Agatha Christie is not just her writing, but her own story. She went missing for 11 days, and it was a big unexplained drama at the time. A lot of press thought that she was doing it for publicity, but actually it seemed like she had some sort of amnesia, wasn't able to recognise herself in papers where it was saying she was missing, and sort of carried on about her business, went and checked into a hotel under a different name. So it was a very strange occurrence that today hasn't really been solved as to what happened to her fully. But luckily she was discovered, and it's just one of those things that is quite intriguing when she's written so many detective novels, and one of her inspectors probably wouldn't have been able to solve that mystery of her own disappearance. So what I'd like to know is, when we get back in school, is have you read any of Agatha Christie's novels? Are there any that you'd recommend to me that I haven't read yet? Are there any opinions that you'd like to share? Maybe you've seen some of the TV dramas or the new films. And are there any other good novels that you could recommend? So I started another one from an author called Carol Carnac, a book called Cross Skis, over half term, and that was really intriguing. Different way of writing for Agatha Christie, but a great mystery novel. I'd highly recommend it. So please do pop by and have a chat about Agatha Christie or any of your World Book Day books. I hope you have a great day and that you get a chance to do some reading and escape a little bit of reality.